This is a really interesting change. As of today, you can now buy Marvel Rivals skins on Discord. And there's a really interesting reason as to why this might be happening. I'm not entirely sure what the margins would be, but it's a very interesting conversation of, okay, why even bother, right? Why not just open the game? Why not just experience the game in that way? Well, something that you have to understand is, in some sense, these are ads. This is really, really exciting because you have to consider that anytime you purchase something on Amazon, Amazon gets a portion of it. So in this case, Discord is doing this as a way to monetize themselves. And, once you release a skin, let's say you make a skin for Marvel Rivals, it doesn't cost you anything to upkeep it. It only costs you really the designing or the complexity of designing the skin or whatever. That's the only real cost that it costs you, right? Whatever it costs you to pay the intern or whatever to make the skin, that is what the cost is of the skin. So now, for example, the blade skin, right, for $16, after that, it exists permanently, right? So it doesn't cost you anything to have it. My assumption is that Discord might have said, hey, I want to create this integration. Think about it like Steam, where a lot of the times people will purchase games without really ever planning on playing them, which is really, really exciting that now Discord thinks, wait a second, we could just allow people to be in the space that they want to be and be able to purchase. My assumption, by the way, that I think Discord wants to move into is they have all these integrations now into it where now you can play games, you can play Wordle and stuff like that. But now imagine if you can buy loot boxes on Discord. Just think about it. First, we start off with skins just to see if it works. Okay, let's see what happens if we just put skins. Will people purchase through Discord? But then next thing you know, games that have loot boxes, games that have this random factor, you don't even have to open up the game. You can experience CSGO loot boxes, Overwatch loot boxes in this app is crazy. Just think about the possibility of income that Discord can get by just asking for a portion of whatever they were planning on selling it. Not only that, but the idea of gifting becoming more accessible. Let's say, okay, this is going to sound so degenerate, but I just know there's so many of you out there. Let's say there's a cute girl that you played with and you're like, wow, she's so cool. I want to make her happy. I'm going to gift her the skin, which I can now pick a friend and then send him a skin. It is crazy the amount of options and the amount of opportunity also provided for Marvel Rivals that they can find different avenues of monetizing as well. I'm very curious though, because Steam does get a cut from every transaction that you do on their platform. So I'm curious as to, it's a way to mitigate the transaction from being on Steam to being on Discord. I'm not sure how that's working. I'm not sure if Steam no longer can take a portion because the transaction was not done on Steam. And this is a way to also mitigate the possibility of Steam taking so much money. I think Steam was 30% top of mind. I don't know if it's 30%. I think it'd be wrong. But think about it in the sense of, imagine you have Amazon and then they make another Amazon, but they have the same audience, the exact same audience. Both a consumer uses both platforms, and all of a sudden you're telling me, hey, you can sell whatever the product you made on Amazon too? It is crazy to think that this could be a way to avoid Steam pricing as well. There's two possibilities as to what Discord is doing here, which is mitigating Steam, or the games are trying to mitigate how much Steam is charging them. And also it could be that Discord wants to monetize themselves more actively. I don't think Discord is making a profit because so many features are completely free. And if that's the case, where they want to create more transactions on their platform and they succeed, it'll be revolutionary to the point that I think eventually a lot of the games that work on the platform for Discord, games will be made for Discord so that way they can have more loot box offerings on their platform. It's really exciting. I'm very curious as to where this is going to go. So very fun. We'll talk about it next time too. Thank you for watching. Subscribe.